Hey guys, hey, the power of a routine. You already know we're about the greats over here, right? The greats, what did the greats say, what they doing, what's been tried and true over 2,000 years ago, okay? Ignore any noise you got in the background because we don't make this video regardless. So hey, we walking into Dunkin', y'all. So we talking about the power of a routine. Y'all know Dunkin' is my jam. Dunkin' is such my jam. It always have been. Any hoodle, I'm saying all that to say that the power of your routine, right? What have we learned from the greats? What we have learned from the greats is they got a routine. Like every last one of them have a routine. They have a routine. Like they not deep. And here's the thing: it's different variations of the routine. I'm at Dunkin'. Also too, shout out to my local Dunkin' because this is my jam. Like Dunkin' is my baby. I don't know how to describe it. I love coming here. This is my happy place. It really have been like kind of since after college, but definitely I have different variations of that, of my routine. But we talking today about including your happy place, right? Let me go ahead and get what I'm gonna order for today, and then we don't chat some more. And I don't know if they're remaking all of the new Dunkins like this, but I really like just the aesthetic of the new ones, y'all. Like I don't know if y'all been to, like, I don't know if they doing all of them like that, but anywho, it's like a newer school. It's a modern like vibe. The chairs, the aesthetic, the walls, like everything, how they build it. I think they doing all of them like that. But anywho, I'm talking about the power of a routine, right? The power of a routine. Having different variations of the power of the routine. So I definitely want to start that conversation in here and what it is for you, right? A lot of times, like, you got to know if it's good for you to be out the house in the morning. Like, is it good for you to be, do you do better inside, like in the morning? Do you need to be connected with nature? Like, and not only that, this is why you need a variation of that routine in case like it's raining or in case XYZ, right? You already know like whatever that is for you. If that's like, you know, let's just say your period on. You know what I'm saying? TMI. Hold on. Alright, so like I was saying, having different variations of their routine, because when you have a different variation of the routine, it's gonna ensure that you get it done for that day, right? So for me, like a lot of times I'm not outside working out every day, like, but my thing is I do like have certain things I do, right? And with that routine, like knowing your top four in your routine, whether it's raining, whether your period on, whether you got a whatever, you know, menstrual cramps that day, a headache, whatever, you still can get it done by having different variations of it. But yeah, so anywho, that's the topic of today. That's our next topic. And also too, I want to, we are going to be kicking off our College Survival series. So we're going to be doing our College Survival series. And today too, like y'all know what, today I really wanted me, I wanted a matcha, but I ended up getting a large hot coffee today. So this is one thing that I do. I don't have coffee every single day. And not only that, like a lot of people think if they go to like a Dunkin' every day or something, you have to spend, like, it can quickly add up. But one, you can always get that wherever you go, right? Whether it's Dunkin' or Starbucks. But I don't know, the Starbucks I don't know too much about Starbucks because I ain't been to Starbucks in a minute. So I know this is not nothing new, but a lot of people have been talking about your teeth being white. My teeth, I do need to get some more optic white. That's another quick way to have your teeth whitened. Like a cheap, quick way is optic white instead of buying those white strips, because that will like lighten your teeth. But I've been trying to have my coffee with a straw more so that my teeth is not getting, you know, like yellowish, I would say. And that's hot, and I do need to cool that down. But yeah, we're talking a little bit about the power of a routine, right? The power of a routine today. And I am normally up. I got different timers set on my phone. You know what? Let me see, what's that word I want to use right now? My internal clock, I wake up regardless, right? The power of a routine, for one, and I feel like you do need different variations of that. Maybe not two, maybe not 20 variations of that routine, but you do need that, because with that, the variation is going to ensure that it get done. The variation is going to ensure that you don't make an excuse when it come to your routine, right? Because some days, especially as women, or I don't know who might else see this video, but with women, your period might be on that day, XYZ. You might be like, oh my God, my stomach is cramping or whatever. So you still need to figure out how can you do your routine with that variation, right? So you already know, like, on 3 days out the month, this is going to be my routine. You know what I'm saying? Like, still, how can you still show up and still not make any excuses and still get whatever you need to get done? Your top 10, some people say the top 3, some people say top 5, whatever, like, can ensure that you still get it done. That's why I say you do need a variation of your schedule, of your routine, right? So that way you will definitely, like, you can ensure that you do get it done. But also, too, what's going to help you, a quick little tool, honey, set those timers on your phone, all right? Set your timers. Go to alarm, go to timers, okay, on your iPhone. I don't know how to do it with an Android. I'm seeing Apple over here. But, yeah. Go to your iPhone, go to alarms. I need you to label the alarm, right? So on Tuesday night, if I know I got to get homework assignments done, all right, homework assignments due, you need to do this discussion board, you need to do X, Y. I've been doing that since all my degrees, y'all. Since my first degree in college, was it? Well, I don't know about my first degree in college, but, well, kind of probably. Anywho, but even then, the power of your timers, okay? You're talking about time management, and I may just insert this clip. We don't talk about, I already got part 1 of managing your time like a boss. My tips on how to manage your time like a boss. Working as an educator, right, in the school system, because it's by this time, kids, you got to do this. When this buzzer go off, when this timer go off, the kids will be so in tune to where they know the sound of each buzzer, each timer, what it means, where I need to be where, right? So just being a former teacher, former educator, that taught me great time management, right? But even more so, while I was working 3 jobs, getting multiple degrees, that's what really taught me how to not play with my time, all right? Because I had to learn, like, when you play with your time, it's gonna be you. That's gonna be, I ain't gonna say boo-hooing, but you don't be giving yourself the side eye when you don't manage your time, right? And then you be less frustrated with everybody else, right? Don't let them drain your time. For one, you set up them boundaries. Having firm boundaries, because those boundaries in place don't save you the drama. It's going to save you a lot of conversations, unnecessary conversation. Didn't we already talk about this? Whatever else. It's going to handle that anyway, right? Just by having those boundaries in place. But we're talking about your routine, right? The power of a routine and having different variations of the routine to ensure you still get it done, right? And knowing you. I feel like before you can even have a routine, you really need to kind of sit with self. Through the good, the bad, the ugly. Know thyself. And you're like, I know what it takes for me. I know what vitamins I need. I know how much water I need. I mean, not even going by, what typical or whatever, like top nutrient, well, kind of going by that too. But I know what specifically it takes for me, right? Here's a great example, right? If they say whatever you weigh in pounds, divide that in whatever that number is. Say you weigh 100 pounds. Divide that by 2, you need 50 ounces of water a day. So that's technically what you're supposed to have. But I know what it takes for me. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I go by what the experts, I hear what they saying, but at the same time, I'm going to do me, right? So I may not have no 50 ounces of water. Not to say that I weigh 100 pounds, because I do weigh more than 100 pounds. But that's just a great example, right? Knowing what it takes for you. Yeah, I listen to the why. I listen to wisdom. Of course I listen to wisdom, but I listen to, experts in their field. People that know their stuff, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I also know what it takes for me. So tying that into a routine, right? Your routine, the power of a routine, you got to know thyself first, all right? Know what it takes for you. Know when you need that nap. Know when today is not a phone day. Know when today, and not only that, consistently do it. So, because you teaching people, right? You putting those boundaries in place. Not only that, you teaching them. This is what she do. This how she is. This how she always, this how she roll. I don't know if you, this what it is with her. You know what I'm saying? So, you not only consistently show up as that. That way, you're not having unnecessary conversations, because they already know this is who you are. This is what it is, right? So yeah, that's gonna save you. That's gonna help you with your time. The boundaries, yeah, you can't even. I can't even want to say, can you even do a routine? No, you actually got to tackle the boundaries before you can even do the routine. Because a lot of people say every time I start, trying to get a routine together, that's a boundary issue. All right, we need to go on and get this household together and get this other stuff together. So when I put my routine in place, it ain't all over the place. You know what I'm saying? You could be consistent, and that's a boundary thing. I said that the other day, and talking about the power of boundaries. You know what I'm saying? And here's a telltale sign. Anytime you can't take, I said this the other day, I'm gonna say it again. Anytime you can't take a 3-day sabbatical, a 3-day little vacation, a 3-day break, whatever you want to call it, and people around you can't feel like their life is falling apart, or they start throwing tantrums. Now, I'm not talking about a child. If you have your child, I understand it, but even then you can make arrangements with them for you to get your break in. All right. But yeah, outside of that, their world shouldn't be falling apart in those 3 days because they ain't talk to you. You get what I'm saying? To me, that really sound like unless they going through some major, and even then, I'm gonna need them to trust God, because see, you ain't God, right? I don't put myself in no place of God. I tell people, and you can live without me. You might can't live without Jesus, but I'm not omnipresent. I can't be all everywhere at the same time, same place all day. I'm not God. All right. Anywho, yeah. So, for one, like, before you can even, some of y'all, y'all don't have to tackle the boundaries before you try to do that routine. That's why a lot of times they say, every time I do the routine, I do it for like 3 weeks, and then the kids start doing this, or so and so start demanding. That's those boundaries. Like, and if they really care about you, they don't respect that. For one, it ain't even really up to them to care about you. It's for you to be like, no, this is what it's gonna be. All right, like, I gotta be. You want me to be great, whether you want me to be great or not. It's my obligation to myself and to God to be great. So I'm gonna put this routine together. We finna set these boundaries. All right, so you don't know what it is, right? And we don't consistently show up as that. So you already know I'm available from so and so and so and so. And not to say if that person is not, if they're going through like a serious situation, a serious hardship, then yeah, they will need you to be there, more so, or they might need to talk to somebody, they may call more often or whatever, like, not, or considering that, right? Taking that into consideration. But that shouldn't be no day-to-day though. You know what I'm saying? Like, that should not be a day-to-day, because that still go back to the boundaries, and it still go back to, like, you not everybody's everything. You get what I'm saying? Like, they need to be dependent on, like, God. Like, yeah, that's a whole nother video and a whole nother topic, actually. But anywho, though, yeah, we're talking about boundaries. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the power of a routine, but we can't even really tackle that until you do get the boundaries in place, because if not, you're not going to be consistent with the routine anyway. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to be consistent with the routine, because like everybody else want to be trying to impede on the boundaries, cross the boundaries, right? And who was that said the perpetual boundary crossers, line steppers? I think it was Dr. Nina that said that. Shout out, Doc. Anywho, love her. Yeah, that said they don't continue, and that's when you continually teach them. I'm continually to enforce. See, me working in education with kids, that was a perfect. I used to be like, honey, this is a learning opportunity, because every time you do this is what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Every time you react this way, this is exactly what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be consistent with it, right? So get it. We don't get it. Eventually, but anywho. Yeah, like, set up those boundaries and enforce those boundaries and be consistent with your, you know what I'm saying? And not only that, the ability to stand alone, right? If they continue to not get it, then you continually to do what you need to do to stay great. You know what I'm saying? If that means distance yourself. Matter of fact, if you haven't checked out my video, I got a video called what to do when someone ghosts you, what to do when someone go MIA in you, or on you, right? And the first thing I want to say even about that is not to take it personal. A lot of times people don't even know how to navigate their life. They don't know how to, deal with what they don't know. So that's why they ghosting you. It ain't even really about you per se. It's about them, right? And for me, like what I said in the video, it's a lack of it's immature. It's a lack of maturity. Because I ain't never had that problem. I'm going to tell you what time it is with me. You ain't got to wonder. I ain't seen Cece now. You know exactly what it is, because I'm going to let you know. All right. And I'm not saying that like in an angry way or an attitude. No, I'm just going to be straight up with you, like I always have been. And not only that, like, you need to respect people's boundaries. You need to respect their boundaries when they say, hey, This what it's gonna be for me. I'm trying to get this third degree. I'm trying to get this PhD. I'm trying to get this XYZ. Like, let people know. I'm not sitting here twiddling my thumbs. I ain't never have, honey. Like, so let them know what it is for you, you know, and this is gonna be your schedule, and this is what it's demanding, right? I know when one of my degrees, honey, my schedule was so, woo. That's a whole nother video. 2016, 17, 20 hours. When I tell you nobody but God that brought me through that. God and the vitamins and the water and the espresso and everything else. All the tools to get it done. All right. But anywho, I would say that, yeah, you know, I don't expect somebody trying to, you know, get their PhD to be available for me, you know, every 5 minutes. First of all, what you doing with your life? I ain't even got that kind of time on my hands, no way. I mean, like, you need to be handling your business anyway. So anywho, nobody ain't got time. Nobody ain't just sitting around. You best believe that. But yeah, we're talking about routine and kind of we had to tackle boundaries. We had to start talking about boundaries before we could even really master your routine. But just knowing it's that power and that consistency. Anywho, I'm at 10 minutes though. So, have I started this video? I don't know. Like I'm probably at a total of like really 15 minutes, but yeah, longer form content, but I'm still keeping in mind, I really don't want my videos, they might be less than 30 minutes. Tops, right? Or 15 to 15. I might give y'all the 15-minute. I'm trying to think upcoming, how I'm shifting my channel. I might do 15 to 15 and some shorts. The power of the shorts. So YouTube's still pushing them shorts, by the way. Y'all want to grow? YouTube's still pushing the shorts, by the way. Make you a 60-second video and see don't it double in your view. See don't it grow, okay? Yeah, they're still pushing. Like YouTube, they, you know, they want you to make them shorts, some short videos. That mean your video need to be 60 seconds. Matter of fact, I say 58 seconds. Because sometimes when you upload, it might add a minute to it. I don't know what be going on with that. But anywho, I would say probably like 58 seconds in short. So let's keep that in mind. If you're trying to, you know, gain more views, do whatever with your channel, shorts is where it's at. Short-term content. This is actually considered long-term content now. I mean, you still got people that's like well established on YouTube that's making 40-minute and 30-minute videos, but you best believe they well over like in the hundreds of thousands of followers. All right, and then people coming just because they know they need that video. They coming straight for that video because they know that video don't bring deliverance. It's don't bring power. It's don't bring strength. It's don't bring what they need, what the people need. It's don't bring their impact. So they right there, they'll sit right there and watch it. And I don't blame them because I do the same. Anywho, but yeah, we don't keep this conversation going, the power of a routine. And like I said, if you haven't checked out my video, go check out my video I posted yesterday talking about ghosting. So me just saying this making me think I'm gonna have to post this. So technically probably when I post this, it may be 2 days from now. Because I already been grinding. I already got plenty of videos up. So I may post this today. I might post this in 2 to 3 days. Anyway, check out my video within this week, within the past 7 days, called What to Do When Somebody Ghosts You, or Go MIA. Ghosting, if you don't know what the term ghosting is, I mean, it ain't really new, but it ain't nothing relating to Halloween. It's relating to when people, like, you don't hear from that person in a minute. Like, you be like, what happened? They just kind of fell off. I ain't seen them. You know, that's what they call AKA ghosting. And they don't, like, keep you in the loop. That's what ghosting is. Anywho, all right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.